student, welcome to the agriculture chapter 4th part 1 geography. First chapter we have seen and second and third chapter is omitted, and now this one is the fourth chapter, agriculture part 1. So India is an agriculturally important country. India is an agriculturally important country. Two-thirds of its population is engaged in the agricultural activities. Two-thirds of the population, it depends upon the agricultural activity. Agriculture is primary activity. Agriculture is called the primary activity, which produces most of the food that we consume. Beside the food grain, it also produces raw material for the various industry. So this agriculture is called the primary sector, produce the food grain what we consume, and even though raw material which require for the industry or secondary sector, it provides from this agriculture. So here some types of the farming which we are going to discuss here. Some types of farming. So agriculture is an age-old economic activity in our country. Age-old in the sense it is not new activity, or it is going on from it has been going on from primitive period, or it is old practice. Over these years, cultivation method have changed significantly depending upon the characteristic of the physical environment. Means agriculture significantly depend upon what? Physical environment, then technological know-how and socio-cultural practices. So farming varies from subsistence to commercial type. At present, in different part of India, different type of farming that practice. So first type of the agricultural farming is primitive subsistence farming. Which one? This primitive subsistence farming. This type of farming is still practiced in few pockets of India. Means in some areas still this primitive subsistence practice it is found. So basically it is known as primitive subsistence practice. It is basically known as slash and burn agriculture. It is practiced in few parts of India. On small patches of land with the help of primitive tools like hoe, dowel, digging stick. These are the primitive or traditional implements which require for the primitive subsistence farming. It depends upon monsoon, natural fertility of soil, and sustainability of our environment condition to the crops grown. In this type of farming, farmers clear patch of land. Slash and burn agriculture means in this type farmers clear their patch of land and produces what cereal and other food crops for to sustain their family or to fulfill their family needs. And when the soil fertility decreases, the farmers shift and clear the fresh patch of land. Fresh patch of land that clear of the for what? For the cultivation. So land productivity in this type of agriculture is known as farmer does not use fertilizers or other modern inputs. Means this primitive farming totally it's depend upon the traditional tools and they use only the natural fertilizers, not chemical fertilizers they do not use here. Then this it is we have seen it is a slash and burn agriculture. Farmers clear patch of land and produce cereals and other food crops to sustain their family need, not for not for sending to the market. When soil fertility decreases, farmers shift and clear the fresh patch of land for agriculture cultivation. And this and that is why this type is called slash and burn agriculture, or another name is shifting. That is shifting allow nature to replenish the fertility of soil through the natural processes. Land productivity in this type of agriculture is low as the farmers does not use fertilizers. In this practice farmers does not use the fertilizers or other modern inputs. It is known by different names in different parts of the country. So first it is name given of this type of agriculture zooming. It's a zooming in northeastern state. नॉर्थ-ईस्टर्न स्टेट को इसी एग्रीकल्चर प्रैक्टिस को क्या कहा है? जूम कल्टीवेशन. लाइक आसाम, in which areas or states? Assam, Meghalaya, then Mizoram, Nagaland, Pomolu in Manipur, and Dipa in Bastar district of Chhattisgarh, and in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So zooming, it is slash and burn agriculture is known as milpa. Zoom agriculture is known as what? Milpa. In where? In Mexico and Central America. Then Kaunuka and in Venezuela, Roca in Brazil, and Masol in Central Africa, and Ledang in Indonesia, and Ray in Vietnam. These are the different name of this slash and burn or zoom cultivation in different countries. In India, this primitive form of cultivation is called the Bewar. What it is called in India? Bewar or Daiya in the Madhya Pradesh, Podu or Penda in Andhra Pradesh, and Padma Dhabi in the Koman of the Bringa in Odisha, and Kuman in Western Ghat, and Walre in the Waltre in southeastern Rajasthan, and Khil in the Himalayan belt, and Kurwa in Jharkhand, and Zuming in northeastern region. So this type of farming, primitive farming, it is known by the different name in different states. It is known in different name in different state. So here next type of farming is given in on 35 page number of your textbook, and that one is the intensive subsistence farming. Which one is intensive subsistence farming? Intensive subsistence farming is practiced in the areas where population pressure is on the land is high, where the population pressure is high on the land, and high amount of biochemical inputs and irrigations are used for higher production. It is practiced in West Bengal, Bihar, and UP. Then this type of farming it practiced in these areas where high population pressure is there on the land. It is labor intensive farming. Intensive subsistence farming is labor intensive farming where high doses of biochemical inputs and irrigation is used, obtaining higher production, where large number of laborers they require. So though the right of inheritance leading to the division of land among the successive generation has rendered land holding size uneconomical, the farmers continue to take maximum output from the limited land in the absence of alternative source of livelihood. Means some people, farmers, they do not have the alternative source for their livelihood. So they totally depends on the agriculture. Though because of the successive generation or inheritance act, they gets very small a small piece of land for the agricultural production, and because of not having other alternative for survival of their family, though the plot or agriculture land it is very less, but still they use intensive substances farming by using chemical fertilizers, then irrigation and modern inputs, just for getting the maximum output from that limited land. Thus there is enormous pressure on the agricultural land. So एग्रीकल्चर लैंड पे इनॉर्मस बहुत ही ज़्यादा प्रेशर होता है इस प्रैक्टिस के कारण. विच वन? that is intensive subsistence farming, means modern farming method they are using here, but patch of land is very small because of the inheritance law. Because of this law they gets their land from their parents, or divide among the number of sons or their children, and holding land together holding land per person, it is very less, but and for getting more and more production they use this means they practice in this intensive subsistence farming. Then second type of the farming is commercial farming. Second type is what? Is commercial practice. So usually varies from the region to region. For example, rich in a commercial crop in Haryana and Punjab, but in Orissa it is subsistence crop. Farmers use higher doses of modern inputs, for example, high yielding variety HYV seeds, then chemical fertilizers, then insecticides and the pesticides in order to obtain higher productivity. Means here main characteristic of this farming is use of higher doses of modern input. It is important in this commercial farming. What they use here? They use HYV seeds. HYV seeds means which seed? High yielding variety of seeds. Then chemical fertilizers. Then insecticides and pesticides in order to obtain the higher productivity, because anyhow they want higher productivity because they involve commercial farming practice. The degree of commercialization of agriculture varies from one region to another region. For example, rice, if we take the example of rice, if we take the example of rice, is commercial crop in Haryana. It is commercial crop in Haryana and Punjab. Which one? Rice. But if we talk about the Odisha, it is subsistence crop. Means they cultivate here for their own fulfillment of their own needs. But in Punjab and Haryana, this rice cultivate for the sending to market, or that becomes the commercial crop. See here, crop is same, but in one region it is commercial, means they cultivate just for sending to the market, and in another region that one becomes the subsistence crop, or they cultivate for the rice that is cultivated for their own consumption or to fulfill the need of eating. So here next one, that is plantation. Plantation is also a type of commercial farming. Basically plantation, it is one type of the commercial farming. Commercial farming means production takes place for sending to the market. So plantation means also the farming. Which farming? Commercial. In this type of farming, single crop is grown on the large area. Generally, when the farmers cultivate for their fulfillment of their own need for eating, they give priority to different for the different cultivation, different type of the food cultivation. But in this plantation farming, only one type of production takes place in the large patch of land, or single crop is grown in a large area. Plantation has an interface of agriculture and industry. Plantation cover large tracts of land using capital intensive inputs, because agricultural production is a large scale here in the plantation farming, and obviously they needs a large number of inputs or capital intensive inputs. with the help of migrant laborers. It require number of laborers, large scale of labor, and how they fulfill the needs of this labor, that is migrant labor. Migrant labor means those who are not local laborers. They are not local, but they comes from the outside or from the other land or other state just for fulfill the needs. So all the produce is used as a raw material. All the produce is used as raw material in respective industry. In generally in plantation farms, whatever they produce, they sell their production in market, or they send to the, where they send to the industries. Means industries, or that becomes the raw material for the industry. This production becomes the raw material for the industry. Means primary sector, as we have discussed, primary in economics, primary sector is dependent on the tertiary secondary sector, and both this sector depend upon the tertiary, or tertiary sector is depend upon the production of primary and secondary sector. These things phenomenon we have seen in the economics. So in India, plantation farming, it is done with, for which crops? Tea, coffee, rubber, sugarcane, banana, etc. All these crops which takes the production in India, they are, that comes farming, that is plantation farming, are important plantation crop. Tea, it is well famous in Assam and North Bengal. Then coffee, where it is famous or renowned, coffee in the Karnataka, and some of the important plantation crops grown in this state. Since the production is mainly for the market, well-developed network of transport and communication that connecting the plantation areas, means all these are the important or mandatory, where the production takes place, that place should be connected to the transportation. Otherwise that production would not get the value. So for getting the value to their production crops, there is need for the transportation. Transportation means obviously tertiary sector, because they get the value only after reaching to the, where? Reaching to the industries or the final customers. So here communication, connecting of the plantation areas, this is requirement, main requirement. Processing industries and market plays an important role in the development of plantation. So for the development of plantation farming, what things are essential? They are well-developed network of the transport and communication connecting the plantation areas, which is having the very significance in this plantation farming. Then second one is processing industries and market plays an important role. So we were talking about what? That is plantation farming, which is sub farming of the commercial farming, where modern agricultural inputs, fertilizers, then HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, all this used. Next one, cropping pattern. Next one is what? Cropping pattern. So cropping pattern, you have studied the physical diversities and the plurality of culture in India. There, these are also reflected in agricultural practices and cropping pattern in the country. So various types of food and fiber crops, then vegetable and fruits, spices and the condiments, etc. constitute some of the important crop grown in the country. So India has 3 cropping seasons. In India, there are 3 cropping seasons. We are familiar about only 2. That is Rabi and Kharif. These are very familiar and main agricultural season. But say in between these 2 seasons, small season, agricultural season is that is called the Zaid, where potato cultivation takes place. So here Rabi, first one we will discuss about the Rabi. First one will discuss about the Rabi crop. Rabi crop are sown in the winter from October to December and harvested in the summer from April to June. So this is the period of Rabi crop. Means it starts season from October to December, and it is means this one is the sowing period, and harvested or cutting of this or production that takes or harvest in the summer from April to June. Some of the important Rabi crops are, which are these? They are wheat, then barley, peas, gram, mustard. All these are the important Rabi crops which takes place or which cultivate in India. Though these crops are grown in large part of India, starts from the north and northwest part, such as Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttarakhand and Uttar Pradesh are important for the production of wheat and other crops. So, availability of the precipitation means rain, availability of the precipitation during the winter month due to western temperature cyclone help in the success of this. So crop however, the success of green revolution in Punjab and Haryana and western UP, Uttar Pradesh and some parts of Rajasthan has also been an important factor in the growth of above mentioned Rabi crops. So all this about the Rabi crops, which Rabi crops cultivate in India and their seasons and the different parts of India that we have seen. Come to the next Kharif crops. Kharif crops are grown with the onset of monsoon. Onset means starting of the monsoon in different part of the country, and these are harvested in September, October. When this harvest season is from September to October, and sowing season that is monsoon, onset of the monsoon. So important crops grown during this season are paddy. Paddy means rice. Paddy, maize, jawar, bajra, tur, that is also called the arhar, moong, urad, cotton, jute, groundnut and soybean. All these are the which crops that comes under the category of kharif crops, which sowing period is of the onset of monsoon, means June, July, and harvest season September to October. It is of which crop? Kharif. Some of most important rice growing region in Assam, West Bengal, coastal region of the Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Maharashtra, particularly the Konkan coast along with the UP, Bihar, and recently paddy has also became important crops of Punjab and Haryana. In states like Assam, West Bengal and Odisha, 3 crops of the paddy are grown in a year. These are us, aman and boro. Means all this about the kharif season that we have seen. Then third season, in between this third season, and that one is the Zaid season, ZAID, which is not much familiar, but still it is one of the small season for the cultivation apart from this main 2 season. So in between Rabi and Kharif season, there is short season during the summer month known as Zaid season. Some of the crops produced during Zaid are watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, vegetables and fodder crops. Sugarcane takes almost a year to grow. Means sugarcane, it is not the seasonal crop, but it requires whole of the year or annual crop. Which crop? That is sugarcane. But in this season, which crops they cultivate? Watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, kakdi, different vegetables and fodder crops. What is fodder crop? Fodder crop, they are used for the purpose of eating for the animals, domesticated animal, because farmers rear animals for the agricultural work and for eating this animal, they cultivate these fodder crops. Then come to the major crops. A variety of food and non-food crops are grown in different parts of the country depending upon the variation in soil, climate, cultivation practice. All these things are important for the cultivation of different types of crops, because different crops require different type of the climate, different type of the soil and cultivation practices. So major crops grown in India are rice, wheat, all means these are called the main food crops, rice and wheat. And with that millet means a coarse grain which comes barley, ragi, jawar, all this comes in the millet. Pulses, tea, coffee, sugarcane, oil seeds, cotton and jute, all these are the major crops cultivated in the India. So first crop which cultivate in India is that it is rice, one of the important, or it is also called the staple crop, means important food ingredient, wheat and rice. So rice, we are discussing about the rice. It is staple food, means main food crop of the majority of people in India. Majority of people in India, their main or staple food is rice. Generally coastal region, South Indian region, even though North region or almost all part of the India, they depends, food grain need depend upon this crop, that is rice. Our country is second largest producer of the rice in the world after China. Means production of rice takes place largest in China, and after that our country's rank it is of second. It is kharif crop. Which type of crop? Kharif, which require high temperature, that is above 25 degree Celsius, and high humidity with the annual rainfall, that is 100 centimeter. In the areas of less rainfall, it grows with the help of irrigation. Means in some less rainfall areas, it grows with the help of what? Irrigation. Rice is grown in the plains of the north and northeastern India, coastal areas and the deltaic region. So development of the dense network of canal irrigation and tube wells. Canal irrigation and what important for these crops? Tube wells have made it possible to grow rice in these areas of less rainfall such as Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and the parts of Rajasthan. Though there is scarcity or shortage of water means rainfall, but still they take this production in the commercial scale, rice production. Why? Because of availability of the irrigation system and tube wells. So all this about the rice cultivation.